guys, welcome back to my channel and thanks so much for clicking on today's video. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Olivia. I post beauty, life and style videos over here every Friday. So please, if you enjoy this video, keep coming back. And if you come back again, then please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also go ahead and check me out over on Instagram as well. As you can tell by the title, today is a makeup review video. It's been a minute since we've done one of these on this channel, but I am so excited for this week's one. We are reviewing new products from Joanna K Cosmetics. As you guys know, that's a Kenyan female-owned brand, and you know I love to support female brands out here, particularly if they are homegrown. I will leave a link up above for the first review I did of Joanna K Cosmetics products, so go check that out if you haven't already. Just to let you know, as a disclaimer, this video is 100% not sponsored by Joanna K Cosmetics. I bought these products with my own coin, and so this experience in terms of my review is completely unbiased, as it is with everything. But just to let you know before you start, let's get into it. So I placed this order on a Monday and delivery was super fast. Before I knew it, it was already here with me on the following day, on the Tuesday afternoon. And I asked you guys over on Instagram whether you wanted to see a little review of this, and so here we are. So I picked up 3 items, 2 of the new glosses and 1 of the eyelashes. So let me show you the eyelashes first. Let me just take it out of this outer plastic packaging. So the lashes come in a lovely little white box with kind of gold detailing. They have the Joanna K logo on the front and a little window where you can see the lashes. And then on the back it says, good lashes, good mood, good day, and 3D Mink lashes, JoannaKCosmetics.com. So the style that I got is Effortless, and I'll give you a little close-up now so that you can have a little look at what they look like. As you can see, they are multi-layered and they're super fluffy, and so I'm really excited to put these on, and they kind of look like a cat eye shape, so a little bit narrower towards the inner corner of the eye and filled out towards the edge. I don't think these come with any glue, but I have my eyelash glue already, so I've got those. So the glosses that I picked up are the new shades Au Naturale and Millenial, and they come in the standard really nice Joanna K packaging, which is kind of like white cardboard but nice quality, with an embossed Joanna K logo and all the ingredient information on the back. The tubes look like the other lip glosses that she has launched before. I didn't buy any from that collection, but just from the pictures they look exactly the same. And so these are the 2 shades that I got, Au Naturale and Millenial, and again I'll do you a little close-up of those as well. These are a little bit more opaque than the first glosses she launched, which is why I was interested in these in particular. The Au Naturale is this lovely kind of, yeah, natural browny pinky nude, and then Millenial is a really pretty deep mauve shade. Okay, so to start off with, I think I'm going to prep the lashes, just because it's kind of how I would do my makeup anyway. So I would typically do my lashes first, and I'm just using a regular tweezer to kind of pry off the lashes from the packaging. So as with most lashes, they come kind of like a little bit pre-glued on the corners, just to make sure that they kind of stay still and look really nicely packaged. So I'm just peeling that off right now. Just be careful when you do this though, like use a gentle hand, because you don't want to damage the lashes themselves. Yeah, okay, and I'm just grabbing some lash glue and applying this to the band. Ooh, I've done what I shouldn't have done, which is over squeezed the tube. So note to self, just be careful as you're doing this bit as well, because that's gotten all over that lash now. Hold on. Let me apply this excess to the other lash first. So the way I like to apply my lash glues is to apply it directly to the eyelash band itself, and I'll put on a fairly generous amount, but I always try and kind of go in with a little bit more towards the corners, just because those are the bits that usually lift like the quickest when you're putting on your eyelashes. So put on a decent amount. I mean, I don't go too ham, like you don't want too much on there, but just like a regular amount, and then maybe just add on like a little extra dot to the edges, the corners, because that's where you want it to really kind of give you that grip. These lashes have a bit of a thicker band, so if you're used to using quite light, gentle lashes like the Wispies, or the Cara lashes, or even I think some of the AOA Studio lashes, they tend to have a very thin band, which means that they're more easy, like it's easier to conceal them on the eye. With these, they're a little bit thicker, but I think that's because of the like multi-layer of the lashes. So to be able to get that there, the band is slightly thicker. So as you can see, what I've done is I've put on eyeliner, but I've put it on actually pretty thick, just so that I can make sure that the band is well disguised. And what I've also done as well is to put on just like a light coat of mascara on my lashes as well, just to help that blend. But you can always go back in to touch up with liner after you've put on your lashes, as well as a little bit of mascara just to help blend as well. I have done previously, by the way, a video on how I apply my eyeliner and my lashes, so I'll just make sure to link it kind of up here and also in the description box below, and you can check it out if you're looking for like a really detailed guide for how I do the two. But for this, I'm just kind of gonna quickly show you how I put them on. So I've got my tweezers and I've picked up the lashes. Make sure to have the inner corner facing the right way. So for this one is going on my right eye, and it has the smaller bit towards my inner corner as well. So what I usually do is get a mirror, and I'm just using the Joanna K palette for this, and I actually like to bring my lashes from the top down, and I kind of like almost close my eye and try and place them as close as I can to my actual eye. Something that I didn't do, which you should do, but I'm pretty confident about the length of this lash, is to make sure that the lash actually fits your eye. So particularly if you have quite small eyes, just to make sure that the lash will fit and it's not going to be too long, because if it's too long, you'll either get like a droopy looking corner, or it will irritate the inner corner of your eye there. But just looking at the lash, I could tell that it's kind of like the standard size of other lashes that I have from like other brands, and so I am fine with this. My eyes are pretty regular size. Something that I didn't mention as well is to make sure that you've waited for the glue to dry down a little bit so that it becomes a bit tacky. It just makes it a lot easier to apply when you're actually putting it onto your eye. So I'm just going to fast forward this little bit as I put on my other lash on the other eye. So once I've actually got the lashes positioned where I want them, then I'll go in with my tweezers and just kind of press together my lashes and the false lashes that I've put on, just to kind of make sure that they're adhered, that there are no gaps. I got some of my glue on the inner corner there of this particular lash. So if you can see a little bit of white, that's what that is, but it's going to dry down anyway, so it'll dry clear, so that's not going to be a problem. So I really like what these lashes look like on. They look really nice and fluffy and almost natural looking without, I mean, you can tell that they're not my lashes, you can tell that they're false lashes, but the kind of 3D effect in terms of the different layers makes them look really nice and not plasticky. This particular shape is really nice, especially if you've got kind of like smaller eyes, particularly like towards your inner corners, because the hairs towards the inner bit are smaller and then they fan out, but because of the different layers, it's just giving a really nice kind of soft, diffused look. I'm really enjoying that. They feel really lightweight on my eyes, and actually I don't think that I need to blend any further. So I'm not gonna have to go ahead and put on any mascara or liner to help these blend. I think they just kind of blend in really nicely. And they feel really comfortable on. I would say of all the lashes that are available on the site, these are one of the most wearable styles. And now that's what I really wanted to pick when I was choosing the lashes. There are some that are like, you know, super dramatic and very heavy and thick, but I wanted some that looked quite feminine and a little bit soft, so that they wouldn't overpower my eyes or overpower a look if I had, like, you know, quite a colourful look on my eye. I think these really complement my face, and I think they probably would work for lots of you as well. Right, so next up is the lip glosses, and I think I'm gonna go in with Au Naturale first. That's that gorgeous nudie shade that we saw earlier. I'm not going to put this on with a lip liner, just so that you can see exactly what this colour looks like on my skin tone, and then you can decide whether you would want to pair it with a lip liner or not. So the applicator is just like a standard doe foot applicator. It's different from the one that's in the liquid lipsticks, which is very flat. This has that kind of wedge shape to it, and just by how it's come out from the tube, it looks like it's going to be very opaque. So let's just get this on. That colour is actually really, really pretty. Can you see? That colour is really nice, and I get why it's been called Au Naturale, because it really just does look like girl next door, very natural, not trying too hard kind of look. I did have to dip into the tube a few times to get the colour payoff that I wanted, but that's particularly because my top lip is darker than my bottom lip, so I usually find that I have to go, you know, go over it quite a bit to make sure that I get the kind of even colour application, but not a lot. So I did like probably one big swipe across my bottom lip, and then I did one side of my lip with one dip, and then the other side of the other lip with that dip. In terms of texture, it feels quite thick as it's going on, but it's not gloopy, and there's a difference. So gloopy is kind of like and that kind of a sound, but it's not that. It just, I think because of the pigment in it, it just feels a lot heavier than, say, a more sheer gloss would. But I did still find it quite easy to apply on my lips. It wasn't like I had to struggle. I mean, you saw the little clip there. It went on really nice. This colour is amazing, you guys. Oh, this might have to become one of my new colours. Yes, I feel like I'll be wearing this colour a lot. I know we're indoors, but I still like to look and feel a little bit, you know. So I do definitely feel like this is that colour, particularly if you've looked at some of the swatches on some other content creators. Like if you look at Joanna herself, it looks quite different. It looks a little bit more contrasty, but on my skin tone, and particularly people of darker skin tones, so if you're my skin tone, around this spectrum, or even a little bit darker, this is kind of what it would look like. Very kind of pared back, and your lips, but better. I thought I would have to go over it to get it to look super glossy, because on the content that I've watched, it has looked super, super high shine, and I thought that's how it would apply. It doesn't feel that way when you're applying it, but now that I'm looking at my lips in the mirror, it does look like that. So I am getting that shine. I think if you did want an extra super glossy look, then you could just go in with a clear lip topper, something like the e.l.f. clear lip lacquer, or something which is very sheer but which has some sparkles in it, like a Champagne Mummy from Colourpop, or, you know, a Fenty Gloss Bomb or something of that sort. But actually, just as it is on its own, I'm a fan, guys. Tell me what you think. So I've soaked a little cotton pad with some micellar water, so I'm just going to take this off. Ah, yes, and that actually comes off really easily. The reason I wanted to do this on camera is because you guys know I mentioned in the last video, and Joanna's mentioned it as well, that her other liquid lipsticks, the matte ones, are very, very kind of like stay put. So you need to break them down with an oil. Micellar water won't completely take them off, but honestly, I've not even pressed down, and that very easily kind of came off. So on to the next colour. So this shade is Millenial, and it's that lovely mauvey tone. Let's pop this on as well. So this is Millenial. The shade again is just really, really nice. When I was looking at the two in the tube, I automatically knew that I would love Au Naturale, but I wasn't too sure about how I would feel about Millenial on my lips. I thought it might pull a little bit too purple, but it doesn't. It looks really, really nice. It's actually, it is mauvey, but it's not that kind of grey mauve, if that makes sense. Actually, this colour reminds me a lot of the shade Aspire in the Joanna K palette. Let me just show you because I've got it here and mine is filthy. But do you see this colour right here in the corner at the bottom? I feel as though these two are speaking together, although this isn't as shouty and in your face as Aspire can be, but I'm getting that kind of vibe. So if you have this palette, then check out the Aspire shade, and if you like what that looks like in the pan, that's pretty much what that's going to look like when you put it on. Again, the same kind of consistency with the formula, really nice and easy to put on, a little bit thicker, so not as like, you can't just go swish swish. You do have to kind of take your time, but I think you get the colour payoff and the kind of placement power in terms of exactly where you want to put it with this as well. Doesn't feel sticky or like tacky, and it's not like pulling away at my lips. It just looks good. It just looks good. Totally in love. Yeah, love this. So I do need to give you pricing details. So the lashes are all available for 1,000 shillings each, and the lip glosses are 1,600 shillings each. Totally worth it, I think, in terms of the quality for what you get, compared to also what's available on the market. The lashes are going to be one of my staple ones when I'm looking for that kind of bombshell, but not too far. Like, was I flirting with you? I may have been, but you know, this is just kind of my vibe. And the lips, I think, are going to just be a staple like pretty much every day. I know for a fact Au Naturale will be living in my handbag as a regular one, and Millenial will also get pulled out often enough as well. Alright guys, so that brings me to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. As you can tell, I am loving all of the products that I have tried out today, and I would 100% recommend them to you as well. Remember, this wasn't sponsored, so these are just my completely unbiased views. So please go ahead and check out the Joanna K Cosmetics Instagram page and the website. I'll make sure to leave all the information down below. Place an order if you're feeling like it. Place an order for your sister, for your girlfriend, for your mum, for your auntie, whomever would love to wear these products. I don't think they would be disappointed. So that wraps this up. Please make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.